Welcome back, this is Tenofray, and today we're back with more Undecember. Um, so last time, we finally made it to Sunrise Hill, and we killed the first, quest boss. Today we're going back, and we've got 3 side quests. Most of them just going to ancient ruins. So, we are coming back and blowing stuff up with lightning. If, it accepts us right quickly. Boom. Okay. There's one criticism I have, it's that the right clicks don't seem to always take. So, to the ancient castle ruins we go. Oh. Smart control. Automatically use skills against nearby enemies. Does that mean we auto-aim? Oh, that actually sounds very nice. And this blessing, XP gain. Oh, that is beautiful. Please. More enemies spawn. I really want these 30 seconds to be useful. Alright, that was decent. These shrines really remind me of Diablo 2, because I haven't played Diablo 3, but the effects seem very similar to Diablo 2's Pathfinders, or not Pathfinders, Path of Exiles, and what's the word? Last Epics don't have the same directness in their totems, I want to say, because for Path of Exiles you've got a lot of different options you can get, like increased armor and damage and mana regen rate and all that. And sure, you have the same things kind of in Diablos and this one, but these seem more geared towards combat rather than kind of just the increased crit rate and XP chance that we've gotten so far. So we see we've gotten a necklace. Not the greatest, but good enough. We still got dodge rate. Oh yes, I didn't tell you what I had done. I went and I bought a bunch of barrier increasing stuff from Croco because I had money to do so. I've still never dropped below our 100,000. And just bought all the tier 3 barrier stuff because, we're dumping it all into intelligence, so we might as well get some additional barrier bonus. I didn't do this one because of the mana regen. I'd rather keep that for right now. Because I don't know when exactly I'll be able to get enough mana regen to make it kind of not necessary to have it on our gear for most fights. Right now, this auto lock seems to be doing wonders, which is actually kind of a blessing. So, because Undecember is available on both PC and phone, something like this, especially for phone users, is very much something that they would probably need on such a small screen for enemies that are so prevalent. So, kind of just great rubber. That seems to be a loot goblin, effectively.
I just barely survived. The front is a mess because of the predator desert punks. Now that I take a closer look, also,
you were surrounded by like 4 guys. How'd you survive? I'm honestly surprised that he quote-unquote survived. He was surrounded by like 6 dudes. I might just use the magic imbue essence on the gear I buy. There doesn't seem to be a reason to hoard it as much as it seems to be dropping. Because right there we've already got another magic upgrade essence and a magic birth essence. Which seems to make me think, especially since this is only the first area, that this isn't like that they aren't massively important. Alright, what's everything? I will admit, it does make this auto aim does make it kind of like easy to just go through with your one ability and kind of just destroy everything. And another magic birth essence. Yeah, once I get back, I'm definitely ancient ruins. What's the other place they want me to go? Because we didn't fully explore the ruins, essentially. Because our waypoint still isn't lit up. Seems like we almost explored everything. It does make dodging much easier because you don't exactly have to focus on a whole heck of a lot. And being able to pick things up simply by walking over them is a massive help, especially when you got so much stuff that drops from some of the later bosses. Oh, we found Scout Bloppa. Anyway, we don't exactly need to return yet, so we'll just keep going to the ancient ruins. More enemies. I will admit, it is nice to have such a much larger barrier pool now that I actually just bought all the equipment. Because the equipment drops were kind of rare.
I apologize,
the man with all of
Archbishop.
the neck.
It was my incompetence that led me to trust a fool like him with such a crucial mission. But I have already prepared a backup plan. I assure you, there won't be any delays.
Please stop talking to the very weird reality stone
I
thing
promise
that you seem
not
to have
to
found in a
disappoint you
cave.
this time.
And I know technically that it's copyrighted, but that's what it looks like. Unless you want me to just say, please stop talking to the blood oath. Because it looks toxic. He's almost dead anyway. Let's try to do one now. That was not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Kind of wanted to test my tinkiness. Turned out to be a very well thought out system. I wanted to get these two rares or magic enemies or whatever the heck they want to be called before the XP ran out. So we seem to be making fairly good time against these enemies. Some enemies we don't have problems with, some of them we have to take a couple of hits on. But we don't seem to be having trouble. Any of the quote-unquote elites we face, we kind of just easily sideswipe and been on our way. We do use up a lot of mana though on some of these other enemies. I wish we didn't, but there's not exactly a way we can change that right now, which is rather unfortunate. New DPS 333. DPS of 365. Good enough for me. It does seem a bit strange that the scepter is doing more magical damage. So I would have thought the wand would have done more magic damage considering it's a wand, and the scepter just would have been an attack option with a slightly higher physical attack if you wanted to go more of a dual build, but I'm not going to make this, so not my problem, I guess. Poisoned Oasis. We don't need to go there yet, I don't think. So we're over here, and we're going to leave that Poisoned Oasis for whoever decides to live there, because they're an idiot. Got poisoned in name. Just throwing lightning bolts at everybody behind me. Oh, that's not good. Well, our level up soon becoming in clutch, so we're not exactly taking a lot of damage. Oh no, we were poisoned. Thankfully, quote-unquote chaos damage does not seem to be a thing. And by that I mean nothing seems to be bypassing our barrier right now.
10 years ago, the nation of Traya formed the Trom Alliance of 11.
The heck? I guess that's the lore of the place, but I don't... The lore's not really interesting. Yeah, it's not really interesting me right now. It's not really giving me a reason to want to learn it. And that's not exactly a great thing. Because this was like touted as sort of a mobile app and sort of something you can do on Steam, it needs to have like a decent enough story to be read by both, because especially on like a phone, you're not expecting, you know, like the world's greatest storyline, but you also need to have enough of a storyline so that way your PC players are kind of captivated. And it's not exactly doing that right now. Because it hasn't really given me a premise for all of this. It's just a look in our prologue where we tested out a couple of skills. Our main character guy, who was an idiot, threw out a bunch of spells and then had this weird rhombus thingy that we see in our in the title screen. But we have no idea what it is. Nobody's mentioned it. Because, for reference, in last Epic, you come in contact with the MacGuffin almost immediately. you know at least sort of what it is and kind of what it does and why you're there to have it.
It should be somewhere around here,
But
so wouldn't you know? And believe me.
okay, that's neat, I guess. But you, even if you're not like on board with the idea, you at least know why you're doing it. But with Path of Exiles, you're on Ray class because your character had done something bad, quote unquote, to warrant being there. So now you're trying to escape to enact bloody vengeance on all who, you know, decided to put you there. Solid goal. So this one, I'm not entirely sure why we're here. We were just traveling apparently to some random city that they have named a singular time. When you were talking to Oshi, the dude with the mustache, who said, here, you can have an unlimited time on the Sand Travelers. But if you didn't catch that name, or remembered it, then you would have no idea where your character is even going to go after this. We've met the dude with all of the neck once. And technically have no grievances against him. Besides, he can sort it with a bandit. That is about it. So right now, it just seems like we're kind of murder hoboing this man. Can you stop turning my screen green? It's making me a little bit worried. Also, I can't tell if that's because of the amount of blood that's been spilled here, or whether or not it's something I actually... I know I left some gold here somewhere. We seem to be picking up a lot of stuff, so I would probably recommend just full clearing these areas, if only for the upgrade materials. So that way when you do find what you want, then you'll have, you know, enough upgrades materials to just do all of it. Our ancient symbol engraved chest. So we just roll a couple of light bolts. We haven't exploded. We're not getting out of here yet. You didn't even know this man was here. An ominous presence is approaching. Good. Perhaps it'll present more of a challenge than literal hatchlings. That's what most of these enemies are. Literal children. Of course, in monster form, but like still spiderlings and literal babies. Sandbug larvas. Hatchlings, spiderlings, turtles. Literal spider children. Ruins interior. I don't know why my FPS just went down, but that's not a good thing. Oh, you're a big one, ain't you? I don't know why it's ominous though, it's just large. Unless it spits poison. That would be bad. Oh, it spits poison. We can do damage. But not a whole heck of a lot of it. I know I said that after I've gotten damage, but it honestly hasn't been bad. See? Not exactly horrible. Alright, we've explored everything. There is a return scroll on my body somewhere. Here. Can I use this? Oh, there we go. Never had to use one, so.
Rune Hunter. My brother is probably just
I'm
someone who
sorry.
has this tomorrow. Is Rune Hunter.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's rather unfortunate.
Rune Hunter. Is this? He's been the main trait for something like that to happen since we were able to quickly
Oh, that's neat. Selective reward. Frost shock. As well as a bunch of other stuff. Well, a lot of other players have out their little things, but
Sandbug? You mean I think you should just avoid getting it? We'll search for Paxo at the Cave of Echoes, near the poisoned oasis.
oh, that's nice. Exclusive resist orb. Zodiac traits. Gain one zodiac trait for every level starting from 10. Press the back button. Selected tiers 2. Ah. You set your stat points by pressing this button. I did not mean to put that in this. So we want this because we just want spells, because we're not doing minions or sentries. I guess we'll go damage. Because we don't need the cast speed just yet. But we definitely do need the damage. So just going to the poisoned oasis is our next mission, but we're getting money. Yep, we're level 13. Sweet, a lot of XP. Total playtime. Ta-da, we've received everything up to the 30-minute mark. So, with that, that is about it. So we cleared out 3 things in about 30 minutes. Ruins Cave, Ancient Ruins, and Ancient Castle Ruins. There wasn't a whole heck of a lot here. To be honest. Sandwalker, Mallow Canyon. Ancient Ruins. Not a whole heck of a lot that was incredibly dangerous, but it was decent, and the problems I was talking about weren't horrible. It's just on a larger scheme, things do kind of need to pick up for this game. So, with that, I will see you all next time.